all this katakata that is happening. You say it was coming from the church? That is to tell you that, God is aware.
And begin to do the right thing. Everything must not be spiritualized. Everything must not be, swept. Let God judge. Let God judge. Justice is also part of the system of God. God is the God of justice. And I think this, now I'm not actually talking to TB Joshua now because TB Joshua is late. He is dead. I want you to watch this video first, and then I will say what I want to say here. Please, I want to ask ahead of time, if you are emotional, maybe you should just watch the video and leave out what I want to talk at the end of the video, because even though I'm not going to insult anybody or condemn anybody, but I still have to say one or two things that I think will be relevant at the end of the video. See you there, and God bless you.
My name is Godwin Sunday Oda. I'm a member of Full Gospel Church of God. This is my daughter, Blessing Godwin Sunday. My first daughter is here, Mary Godwin Sunday. Then Abraham, my third child, that's Abraham Godwin Sunday. And this is the last born, that is the baby, Elijah Godwin Sunday. I had a very dark incident last year when it's 16 September 2015. I was coming from church with my family. I was riding a tricycle motor known as Keke Marwa to Ijeku bus stop. On getting to Ijeku bus stop, I saw some group of policemen at the checkpoint. So as soon as I got to Ijeku bus stop, one of them brought out a gun to stop me. I now stopped. I came out with my wife to ask the policeman what happened. One of them now said he doesn't want to hear any story. That's the one that carried gun, that I should give him 2,000 naira. I said, we are coming from church. I'm not a commercial vehicle. We are going home with my family, my wife, my 4 children. We went for a prayer program, and we're coming from there. That's at the hour of 9 and 10. I said, I don't have any money with me. We are going home. I'm going home with my family, my wife. So one of them now asked us to go. So as soon as me and my wife entered the Keke tricycle, about to start the engine, I now had a gunshot twice. So I thought that I was the only one the bullet made. Bullet now cut my right arm and pieces my lower jaw here. Then I now came down holding my jaw with the blood gushing out. That was when I heard my children shouting, "Mom is dying, Mom is dying." And as soon as I heard that, I now went back to inside the Keke. I saw my wife, my baby, falling down. And when I heard my wife, I discovered that the bullet pierced my wife from the right side of the brain and came out to the left side of the brain. So my wife died instantly. So I, my family, my 4 children, then me here, I was in Lut where I was doing operation. Then that's the incident that happened. This is the woman, Dr. Joke Edumaki, that handled my case. And the brother standing here is my brother that been following me anywhere I go.
Why are you here today? What is the reason that brought you here?
The reason why I'm here today is because of the gunshots of that day and these children watching their mother in the cool blood, dying instantly as a result of that bullet. That shock affected my first daughter here, affected her brain. Since that day, she has not been herself. She developed confusion several times. In fact, and as such, I'm confused. I need help from the Prophet TB Joshua and the good sympathizers. Please, can assist me. My wife, as I'm talking now, is still in the mortuary because I'm still taking treatment. I'm yet to recover from this injury. And I need financial assistance and also the healing for my daughter here.
So you say that your daughter, because of the trauma of seeing her mother killed before her, it's affected her psychologically since then?
Exactly. So since then, she has not been herself, even all of them.
My message to my brother, whatever you might have said, I want to let you know that whatever that lead to our last day on earth, whether a plane crash, or motor accident, or gunshot, or kidnapping, or you are dropped in the hot soup, or you are being pounded, or whatever, does not testify to our Christian life, but the life we live that matter. I want you to put everything behind you. While this was going on, there was a lot of text message that came all over, and we know more are still coming. A gentleman here donated 1 million naira. And a lot of other, even from overseas country, there's a donation of pounds and other. Once this assistant come, we will become part of our family, and we will become part of your family. We want you to forget everything, put it behind you. So that your dear one can rest in peace. All this katakata disturbing the soul. The soul want to rest. It doesn't want to hear all this katakata that is happening. You say it was coming from the church. That is to tell you that, God is aware.
So thank you for coming back soon, and I want to appreciate you. Now, first and foremost, I must establish here that philanthropy is good, and that aspect of TB Joshua, endeared him to the heart of so many people. And I am also of those that are asking, some of the big churches that we don't see them do something, to alleviate the poverty level of their members, at least to a certain level that they can. By this, I'm not saying that the church must be responsible for everybody. The church cannot be responsible for everybody. So this philanthropic aspect of him and, the response is very, very good, because some ministries actually would not even allow the man to speak up. Yeah, some persons will say that he did it in order to be more popular with the people. Well, I wouldn't know that, because I think that as at this point, he was already, popular. Bear in mind that I'm not here engaging you or myself in trying to decide or determine if TB Joshua is fake or was fake or real, but I'm just trying to analyze the content of this video. So the first thing I'm saying here is that I appreciate that fact that money probably was given to this man and his family, but there is something wrong with the video. There is something wrong with the response. There is something wrong with all these things. You see, a small individual like me may not have so much to offer, when it comes to the struggle against injustice. A small voice like me may not be heard anywhere. In fact, it will be easy for, the big guns to silence, one and his corner. But then when you look at that response that came from the pastor, asking him to understand that whatever that happens, God knows about it. Definitely God knew about that incident. But then was God not interested in justice? Because what the man came for, he came for two things. He wanted justice and he wanted financial assistance. And I believe that a man at the clout of TB Joshua would have been very connected with the high and the mighty in the society. And the best thing I think that should have been done, at least for the children of the man that saw their mother killed, just like that, murdered in her own cold blood for doing absolutely nothing, that the best thing that would have been done for them would have been for them to live, to know and to realize that there was something, there was justice. And so that it will also be etched in their own memory that evil, wickedness doesn't pay, that no matter how strong and how mighty you become, that you can actually be brought to book and be made to answer for your own atrocities and wickedness. Now that was missed. That was missed. And if people in high placement of leadership and position in life, both as religious body leaders and what have you, until we also begin to be responsible for some of the things that are going wrong in our society, and we're sweeping everything under the carpet in the name, let God judge. Now, until things are done the right way, I tell you that that judgment that we're waiting on God for may actually be hard in coming. Because God cannot do everything for you. If the Lord has lifted you up to the point where under you have police commissioners, under you have big lawyers that can take up cases like that, and they in fact, you don't have to spend a dime. If God has lifted you to the point where you can just make a phone call and call one of the persons that matters in cases like that, this man that does Berekete family, he calls himself an ordinary president. But then people go to him with different cases, and instantly he promises what will be done. Of course, the man is a lawyer himself. He's a lawyer, and he surrounds himself with lawyers and has links, to high places, or people in high places, and is gradually gaining justices for some persons. I think the time has come for our leaders actually to take a kind of direction from that man and begin to do the right thing. Everything must not be spiritualized. Everything must not be swept. Let God judge. Let God judge. Justice is also part of the system of God. God is the God of justice. And I think this, now I'm not actually talking to TB Joshua now, because TB Joshua is late. He is dead. Now there are others that are still alive, and I wish that this will get to them. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Kindly share the link, like the video if you truly do, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and from me to you, shalom.